Welcome to the English news of Binh Phuoc Television. I'm with you now. Following are the highlights for today. Binh Phuoc to hold conference on cashew industry in late June. Project lights up border area. National Assembly Standing Committee convenes meeting. Conference spotlights Vietnam sea and island sovereignty. Vietnam hits big time for domestic tourism. A working delegation from the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism in Thanh Ninh Province is conducting a field trip to tourism sites in Binh Phuoc on June 12 and 13, with a view to developing tours linking destinations into neighboring localities.
In a meeting with the visiting delegation, Director of the Binh Phuoc Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Truyền highlighted the local tourism potential and investment policies. He expressed a hope that following the trip, the two provinces and travel companies in both will introduce attractive tourism offerings. Meanwhile, Director of the Tây Ninh Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Trình said he hopes that both sides will reach consensus on cooperative programs between travel companies and create fascinating tourism programs while enhancing tourism promotions. The delegation visited the Binh Phuoc tourism site in Binh Phuoc district and Bù Gia Mập National Park in Bù Gia Mập district and studied the cuisine and culture of local ethnic minorities.
The southeastern province of Binh Phuoc will hold a conference on the cashew industry on June 30 and July 1st with the participation of some 300 delegates.
The conference will focus on scientific and technological solutions to improve the value of cashew products, promote trade, and facilitate cooperation between technology, equipment, and product supply and demand. It will also feature about 60 booths displaying seedlings, growing and curing processes, harvesting, and post-harvest preservation techniques. Cashew products will be sold while a photo exhibition will be held and videos relating to the cashew industry will be screened.
The MB Securities Company's North Saigon branch pledge of military bank in cooperation with the Universities of Economics Ho Chi Minh City held a ceremony to inaugurate more than 1.2 kilometers of solar street lighting in Trang Hai Hamlet, Loc Quang Kham Miu in Loc Ninh District in Binh Phuoc Province.
The project consists of a system of more than 30 lights using solar energy installed by youth union members at the University of Economics Ho Chi Minh City to help ensure security and order in the hamlet and help people travel more easily at night. Many gifts were presented at the inauguration ceremony to policy families, disadvantaged families, and the Tân Thanh Border Guard Station. 20 scholarships worth $1 million each were also provided to poor students with good academic results. 2 water purifiers and more than 600 sets of study tools were donated to students at the Loc Quang Secondary School, costing a total of $150 million.
The Phu Rien District Police said it had completed the collection of dossiers for granting ID cards ahead of schedule.
On a special emulation campaign launched by the Binh Phuoc Police between May 15 and July 15th, police force in Phu Rien District is expected to grant nearly 5,400 ID cards. As of the morning of June 11th, Phu Rien had reached the target. The district has received about 84,000 applications and issued 81,075 ID cards to residents.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ chaired a meeting of the National Assembly Standing Committee in Hanoi on June 12.
The meeting was held between the two phases of the NAS 5th session and chaired by NA Chairman Vương Đình Huệ. Speaking at the event, Chairman Huệ said the meeting is scheduled to provide opinions on 8 draft laws, including 6 bills that were debated at the NAS 4th session, and 9 draft resolutions. The bills to be considered at the meeting are the draft law on bidding, revised, the draft law on price, revised, the draft law on cooperatives, revised, and the draft law on civil defence, among others. The committee will give opinions on major issues arising in the process of debating, adjusting and finalising the NAS draft resolution, on piloting several special policies and mechanisms for the development of Ho Chi Minh City, and the draft resolution on the approval of the state budget balance for 2021. In the morning, the NA Standing Committee discussed the draft revised law on price.
The Easy and the Sovereignty of Vietnam Conference were held recently in Paris with the participation of many Vietnamese experts and foreign scholars.
The conference presented a good opportunity for Vietnamese experts to be updated on the developments in the EC in recent times. The conference received 14 addresses from scholars, professors, doctors and researchers on Asia and the EC, and from economists and educators from European countries, Canada and Vietnam. Presentations highlighted various points of view on the EC and Vietnam's sovereignty over seas and islands, from a historical, cultural, political and legal perspectives. The 14 addresses delivered at the conference gave the public a deeper insight into Vietnam's EC as well as initiatives to develop seas and islands on the basis of respect for each other's sovereignty and territory.
Vietnamese instant noodle products imported into the European Union market will not be required of certificates of food safety inspection issued by Vietnam's authorized agencies from June 27.
The EU recently published an amendment to emergency measures for controlling food exports into the market. Accordingly, the EU has officially moved Vietnam's instant noodles from Annex II, which requires a health certificate. This decision is a recognition of the Vietnamese Ministry of Industry and Trade's efforts in controlling food safety, as well as supporting businesses in solving difficulties. The EU maintains the 20% control at border gates, which requires Vietnam to always keep food safety control for instant noodles. To improve the quality of Vietnamese products imported into the market, the ministry has ordered export businesses to well-control production supply chains, ensuring strict compliance with the Union's food safety regulations.
The tourism sector saw 12.5 million domestic visitors in May, pushing the total number of the group to over 50.5 million in the first 5 months.
Also in May, revenue from domestic travelers is estimated to hit over $11 billion. The volume of Vietnamese holidaymakers traveling around the country has been on the rise, in conjunction with the annual peak of domestic tourism. On the opposite end, the peak time in domestic tourism is also when international tourism hits its low season travel period. The sector hosted 1.3 million tourists from the Republic of Korea, and 399,000 from China in the period from January to May. This year, Vietnam set a target to earn some 650 trillion dongs from 110 million visitors, including 8 million foreigners. According to the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, the 4.6 million international arrivals recorded between January and May fulfill 57% of the yearly target. This, coupled with a growth in the peak season of international tourism at the end of the year, and policies to facilitate tourism in the near future, means a possibility for the 2023 number to meet, and even surpass the 8 million goal.
While Vietnamese cuisine has long been popular among international tourists and is found in many countries around the world, experts believe the Michelin Guide will help Vietnam gain more recognition in the global culinary scene.
Vietnam is known for its culinary delights, with dishes like pho, a simple yet deceptively complex dish of noodles, served with beef or chicken in a hot bowl of broth, banh mi, Vietnamese traditional sandwich, and coffee, making it onto CNN's list of the top 50 best street foods in Asia. In early 2023, the prestigious US travel magazine also named Vietnam as the leading culinary destination in Asia. Marketing legend Philip Kotler once said that Vietnam should be the kitchen of the world. Experts believe that with the Michelin Guide and the efforts of chefs and others in the culinary industry throughout Vietnam, the country will soon become a high-end culinary destination that international visitors should experience once in their lifetime. All of the Michelin-starred restaurants have prepared promotional activities upon receiving their honours. The Hanoi Department of Tourism and the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism plan to promote these eateries to attract foreign visitors.
That was 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch this news again, you can download our mobile app BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Thanks for staying with us and see you next time.